Now from the windy city of Chicago, Wrigley Field. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game series between the San Diego Padres and the Chicago Cubs. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. John Lester, the southpaw out of the state of Washington, will be the starter. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Well, Matty, he's looking to knock down that ERA. You see there, he's into the 4s, looking to have a little better start than what he's been accustomed to.
John Jay heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball.
Center fielder, John Jay.
Underway this evening as the first pitch is taken for strike one as we get started right on time at 7:05 p.m. EK, as we look at the Cubs entering play here tonight, they've been in a serious tailspin of late, winning just once in their previous 10 games.
And they're in need of a good pitching performance here just to shake them out of this slump they're in. They've won just once in 5 games on this current homestand, so they're definitely going in the wrong direction.
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1 and 2. And a good pitch there as this is swung on and missed for the first out of the ball game. And here's a chance to look at the starting 9 for the visiting San Diego Padres. What do you think they need to do to keep this winning streak rolling, Steve?
These guys need to swing for the fences. They're not an average team. They're one of the worst in the league in average, so they're not going to win games unless they hit the ball out of the ballpark. They're going to have to do that in this game.
Lester gets the sign. Here's the first pitch. Alexi Ramirez stands in as he looks at a called strike. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew working this one. Behind the plate is Eric Summersgill.
Well, I think Summersgill is pretty well liked as an umpire, but if he gets any gruff, it seems like it's often coming from right-handed batters on pitches they don't think they can reach. I'm curious if we'll see any of that in this one.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd out. And with that, let's take a look at the Cubs alignment on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, when you talk about one of the most athletic shortstops in all of the game, Addison Russell comes to mind. He's got a great throwing arm and possesses awesome range. Can go either direction, and besides that, he carries with him some very soft hands. Just a joy to watch.
And he takes ball 1. And speaking of the National League's home run leaders, there they are on your screen. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Hard hit ball to second, and that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
Well, strikeout, single here to start the ball game. It was looking like he breezed through the top of the 1st inning, but not so fast.
Brett Wallace will get a shot here with 2 away and a runner at first now following the base hit.
That 2-out single seemed harmless enough, but anytime you extend the inning to allow this guy to get a shot with a runner on, you better be careful.
And he lays off there, 1-0. Runner goes for second. Pitch is high. The throw. And he can't hold on to the throw as it short hops him and eats him up.
It's kind of a cold night, so that grass might be a little dewy, and that ball might have just slipped right out of his hand.
And this ball's hit sharply toward the first base coaching box. It's a foul ball. Set to deliver on 2-1. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Oh, with every pitch it misses, he just keeps digging himself a deeper and deeper hole.
He's set. Here's the 3-1. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out.
He thought he had him right there. You can see him looking to home plate asking, where was that? High? You got to be kidding me.
Yangervis Solarte will stand in, back in the lineup after getting the night off yesterday. Trying to escape unscathed here in the first. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
They've got an opening here, so this is where you can really jump on a guy out there before he's settled in.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch. And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1.
And in a spot like this, first and second with two-way, that's where he's at his toughest on the mound. He'll bear down and start finding the corners of the strike zone. Makes it very hard for you to score runs off him.
That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now.
Nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
Hit hard to short. Gloved by Russell. And an underhanded throw is in time for out number 3. Padres leave a pair. And now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. Colin Ray, a right-hander from the state of Iowa, gets the starting assignment. Eric, any thoughts?
Well, if we take a look here, left-handed hitters are hitting less than 250 against him. He's really been able to dominate them.
Well, there you see Dexter Fowler as he'll be the one to commence the action in the bottom half of the first.
For the Cubs, center fielder, Dexter Fowler.
A swinging bunt to the mound. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. And now time to check how Joe Madden has lined the Cubbies up in this one. Steve, what's the key in trying to stop their opponent's winning streak?
Well, definitely be aggressive at the plate. You've got to come through with clutch 2-out hits and don't leave runners in scoring position. That's the key.
Jason Hayward will stand in. He comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
Well, guys, he's really been scuffling lately, hitting under 250 over his last 10 games. So he's going to be looking to turn this thing around sometime soon.
And he gets ahead with the curveball. Strike 1. Eric, this Padre team, as they take the field here tonight, they come in riding a 5-game winning streak, and they've really got things clicking.
Yeah, but they've got a tough assignment on the mound here tonight, so they're going to have their hands full. But the way they've been playing, I get the sense that no one in that dugout's too concerned.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Kemp giving chase. 2 down. With a moment now, let's give you a look at how the Padres align defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Yeah, guys, Alexi Ramirez, he's been a bit of an enigma. He's prone to having some mental lapses on defense, but he's also shown that he's capable of making some acrobatic plays. He's smooth as butter, turning double plays, and he always seems to make just the right pre-pitch adjustment.
Toward the gap in right center. This is going to be a base hit, and he may take that big turn at first. Around first, on his way to second now, and he will stroll in there standing with a 2-out double.
Batting fourth.
Well, this guy's been in desperate need of anything, something. Give him something positive. So this is just what the doctor ordered. It's a mistaken location, no doubt about that. And when a guy's scuffling, this is like a gift from heaven as he jumps all over it and drives it for 2 bases.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss as he was way in front of that one.
All of a sudden, you got to be careful now with the cleanup guy up there with a runner in scoring position. He could be in danger of giving up that first run after all.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. Slow curveball like a balloon, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 2. Do you even bother with anything else here?
I sure wouldn't. As a hitter, you're thinking, look for fastball, adjust for an off-speed pitch. And so far in this at-bat, he hasn't made any adjustments.
Curveball, but he can't get him to chase it 1 and 2. Still no fastballs in the at-bat. It's been all off-speed.
That's definitely by design. He's such a good fastball hitter. You don't want to give in to his strength.
Has to be thinking strikeout here. Started the chase there. They'll appeal it down to third, and no swing. It's ball 2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And he holds off on the breaking ball, so the count runs full.
You can see where they want to go to try and get him out. A lot of pitches in on the hands in this sequence. They don't want him to be able to extend.
Here comes the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. Derek Norris makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
Number 3, Derek Norris.
Lester's ready. Here comes the first pitch. Fly ball out to right field. And this is taken in just shy of the warning track for out number 1.
Yeah, jumping on the first pitch of the inning there. Gave it a pretty good ride, but in the end, winds up being a pretty routine first out.
Melvin Upton Jr. will stand in now, still struggling to get anything going offensively.
Come on, you look at the numbers on this guy, and you have to wonder, why does he continue to be in the lineup? He's got 1 hit in his last 10 games. Come on.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
Yeah, and that's a good pitch on an 0-1 count. Trying to let that thing work its way back to the outside part of the plate, but he couldn't quite get it there.
No score here as we play inning number 2. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
You know, it seems like every time we check these out in show motion, it always looks like the bat breaks the plane. Look here, sure enough, I don't think he holds up in time. Looked to me like that was the right call.
Stepping in now, Jose Pirela. This is line to left, and that'll get down for a 2-out single.
Mission accomplished there with 2 away. You just want to give your pitcher a chance to hit here this inning instead of leading off the next one. He does it with a solid single there.
Stepping in, Colin Ray. He'll get to take his first cuts here. He's set. Here it comes. Takes this the other way to right. Hayward is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. 1 left for San Diego. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Zobrist will stand in here. And like so many others, hitless in the shutout last night.
Well, when you're hitting under 200 for the season, games like yesterday are going to happen on a regular basis.
Into the windup and the pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. And he's retired here, 1 away.
Batting 6th, third baseman, Javier Baez.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Javier Baez. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. Swing and a liner, but this is a foul ball. Bottom of the second here with no score. Here's a cutter that's off the plate, 1-1. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. And that misses 2-2. Two and two count. Here it comes. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Upton is under it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
And you know, he's kind of going through a stretch right now where the ball just isn't jumping off his bat. He's got a good pitch to hit right here. Looked like he put a good swing on it, but it just didn't go anywhere.
Addison Russell gets his first chance here, looking to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. First pitch of the at-bat.
Nope.
Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes. 2 out, nobody on. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
It seems like he's just dancing around him so far in this at-bat. No fastballs yet. He's behind 2-0. I know what I'm looking for if I'm hit.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Drilled on the ground to short. Oh, look at Alexi. He goes to first. But the throw bounces on him at first, and the inning's going to continue.
Well, this is awfully close to being a great play all around, but just can't quite dig it out at first. That's a tough break because that would have been something.
Throw over to first, and the runner back. Perhaps wisely, another look to first, and the runner back safely. Standing in now, David Ross. As he'll take a look at ball one.
Ball one, no strike.
A runner on first with 2 away. Throw over to the bag, and he'll get back in safely.
Why not? Make him get dirty.
Split-fingered fastball there inside, 2-0. In the dirt here, but fortunately here, no advance. And this pitch misses for ball 4, so that's going to move a runner into scoring position now with 2 away.
Oh, you know he wanted that one. Now the inning will continue, and the guy moves up into scoring position here.
John Lester gets a shot now with deuces all around. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 2. Miguel Montero is into the on-deck circle now as he'll pinch hit for the pitcher Lester.
Miguel Montero.
And this one's in the dirt, but fortunately here, no advance. The 0-1 delivery. Pulled toward right center field. Jay has a read on it. And that's the 3rd out. Cubs strand a couple. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Trevor Cahill is going to come on to pitch here, and seeing as though it's just the 3rd inning, he may be asked to work for a while.
Trevor Cahill.
John Jay will dig in for a second time, a strikeout victim opening up the ball game.
Yeah, as bad as he looked on that breaking ball, his first at-bat, he's going to see nothing but breaking balls in this one.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd.
And you have to figure he didn't think he'd be seeing any action this early on, but he's going to need to hold down the fort for a while here, now that their starter's already out of the ball game.
Alexi Ramirez is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, and he went down in flames, too. Got him on just 3 pitches.
Sinker to open the AB in there for strike 1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. 3rd inning, no score to this point. Grounded back up the middle. And into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single.
Boy, you talk about a ball having eyes. First off, he's fortunate to get this one by the pitcher. It's not hit especially hard, but you'll see it get past second base where neither middle infielder can track it down. And it'll make its way into center field.
So here's Matt Kemp now. Ramirez running at first. Pitch swung on and missed the throw. And no throw as it turns out as he takes second with ease. 0-1, here's the pitch. Chopped weakly to the left. Russell has it. Throw on to first takes care of Kemp as he's turned away for the 2nd out.
I want you to watch this play here at short. Look at how he picks this ball up. He knows he doesn't have a second to lose, so he makes a quick transition into a throwing motion, gets rid of it quickly, and throws his man out at first. That play is well done.
Into the box, Brett Wallace. As he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. We've played 2.5, no score on the show. Dexter Fowler will dig in again. He grounded out to start the home first.
And he only saw a couple pitches, too. And that's great for the pitcher when you can get an easy leadoff out like that.
Starts things with a splitter outside for ball one. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now.
This is a good approach when you're facing a pitcher you're not too familiar with. So take a look at a few and see what he's got.
Ready with the 2-0 pitch. Got him swinging 2-0, but he missed the splitter 2-1. Now a curveball here, nowhere close. That's in the dirt. It's 3-1. You have to figure that he's really going to need to keep the walks in check if he's going to have success here.
I was thinking the same thing. No free rides. You've got to make these guys earn it.
No leadoff walk just yet as that finds the strike zone and the count comes full at 3-2. And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the third.
And that's what I'd call an intelligent at-bat right there. It's good knowledge of the strike zone, and more importantly, of how the home plate umpire calls a strike zone. Got himself a leadoff walk.
Here's a look over to first, and the runner back easily. Here's Jason Hayward now, as he'll hit a ground ball here to the right side. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
Let's train our show motion camera on that runner at first base. Here, he might have had a shot to get around to third, but you see him have to hold up to make sure the baseball doesn't hit him. And by the time he gets going again, he knows he'll have to hold on at second base.
Chris Bryant will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
As a hitter here, you've got to make him get the ball up. You don't go swinging at pitches that are down in the zone and more likely to turn into double play balls.
0-1 count and the pitch. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Swing and a miss on the splitter, and it's 1-2. Pretty clear the plan is to keep everything away.
And that's smart for most guys, but you've got to know your scouting report because this is a guy that can cover the outside part of the plate.
Oh, high, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left, and the Cubs have taken a 3-0 lead.
Boy, that guy on the mound right now is absolutely livid. He knows that he threw way too hittable of a pitch in the situation when he's ahead in the count like that. He should be mad at himself.
First baseman
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. Ooh, and he'll try to work the inner half with the split finger, but that one nearly got him. Release point, mechanics, just about everything looks out of whack right now.
And these are the guys that really scare you. The guys that have absolutely no clue where the ball's going. Time to close up that stance just a little bit, I think.
Cut fastball, and it's by him 1-1. 3 runs already home here. One and two now as that one's fouled off. And he gripped that one a bit too tightly as it broke down and just about got him. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
Well, when you have a guy 2-2, you can throw something out of the zone, try and get him to chase. But when it's that far below the strike zone, it becomes a lot easier to lay off.
And that misses for ball 4.
Hey, you know what? That's all right. He gave him a pretty good battle up there, and he never gave in to him. A walk you can work around. A home run, you can't.
Into the box now, Ben Zobrist. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
Sacrifice attempt here. Throw on to first, so the sacrifice is successful.
Boy, that's not always an easy pitch to bunt right there. That's up with the letters, and that can produce a lot of pop-ups. You know, pitchers, when they know that the bunt is on, they're not going to make it easy for you. But he's able to get the bat head on top of the baseball and get the bunt down.
Into the box, Javier Baez. He flew out in his last at-bat. And a splitter here, but he had a bit too much on it as this bounces up to the plate.
Yeah, and that splitter is normally a go-to pitch for this guy. But it hasn't really shown that downward action like he usually has.
The set and the 1-0 pitch. That evens it up 1-1. In the dirt here. But fortunately here, no advance. Two balls and a strike here at 2.
Well, and he's got a great splitter. And you're talking 88 miles an hour. You think you can hit it, but it just disappears on you.
Just out in front of that one, still 2-2. Halfway to 100 pitches, here it is. And here's a curveball that's laid off that time. It's full, 3-2. A lot of deep counts for these guys early on.
And the more the better as far as they're concerned. They'd like to get him out of here as quick as they can.
And a splitter swung on and missed that time, and that'll be out number 2.
Now batting, shortstop,
Addison Russell stands in. Into the seats, 0-1. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
Yeah, high fastball up and in, followed by a curveball down and away. Two very different looks so far. And he's set up to go just about anywhere now.
Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. A splitter, but he started it too low as it bounces up to the plate.
And now here, 1-2. This is where you need your best pitch. You've got to strand that runner out there at second base and keep the deficit just at 3.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Hit hard up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit. Long throw to the plate. And he is safe at the plate. It's now a 4-0 game.
Really, there shouldn't be any mistakes like this with a base open and the pitcher on deck. This is much too good a pitch to hit, and he takes advantage of it and drives home the run.
Into the box now, Trevor Cahill, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1.
Yeah, you see there, this 4-run innings hurt his pitch count too. It's starting to get up there.
Padres are going to get something going out in the bullpen now as a left-hander has stood up to throw. Comes set with the 0-1. And this one gets away. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch.
And he just continues to have all sorts of problems out there on the mound. Already 2 walks in the inning, now a wild pitch to go with it. And I'll tell you, he's becoming his own worst.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now.
1-2.
Four runs here in this half inning. Chop foul over towards the dugout. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Yeah, and on 1-2, when you know the guy at the plate needs to protect, that's a great spot for that curveball. A lot of guys, they would have gone fishing for that.
Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Strike 3, and that'll put an end to a big inning. But 4 runs score in the inning, 3 coming right here on the 3-run home run. 3 complete from Wrigley Field. It's now 4-0 Chicago. Leading off the inning, Yonhervis Solarte, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, you know, they've fallen behind by quite a bit in the early going here, so they need a good inning here to get them back in the game.
Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. And he took something off of it there. It's 1-2. Hit on the ground to short. And the throw is wide as he couldn't keep his foot on the bag that time. And we'll have to see how they want to score that play.
Well, I think if we're playing tennis, you'd call this one an unforced error. This is fairly routine out to short. I'm not sure what would have caused him to throw so wildly, but you can see the first baseman unable to keep his foot on the bag, and that's going to go down as an E6.
Derek Norris is at the plate now, flied out in his first at-bat. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike one.
And he's probably not going to throw too many first pitch changeups. That's a pretty darn good call.
Drilled down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but it gets by the glove down the line.
Now after the big inning your ball club just put together, you can't let them respond with a big inning of their own. But here they are with 2 on now and trying to answer right back.
Melvin Upton Jr. in now. He went down looking at his first trip to the plate.
Well, you know, it never feels good to go down on strikes, especially looking. You wouldn't be surprised to see him be a little more aggressive in this at-bat.
And a first pitch sinker is over for strike one.
And this is a big spot right here. You've got to get something out of this, even if it's just a run or two.
Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2.
Now, he's probably lucky he didn't make contact on that one.
Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. And the throw will go to second as they get to force out. On to Rizzo, but a little slow in developing as they'll just get the 1 out.
And here, this ball's a little too far towards the hole to have a real good shot at 2. Unless you've got a 250-pound catcher heading down the line, this wasn't exactly a tailor-made double play ball. They'll settle for just the force at second.
Jose Perella is the batter. Got a base hit in his first trip. From the stretch. Pitch to the plate is a sinker for a called strike one.
Now at the plate, you're looking for something up in the zone. Try and keep it in the air. Make sure you don't hit into a double play.
Push to the right side. And that is into right field, a base hit. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. It's now a 4-1 game.
Well, the offense for these guys has kind of been like you, Steve, all year long. Been on vacation. They didn't get much going yesterday at all. They've been shut down pretty well in this one, too. But finally, a little hope. They're on the board here with the RBI single.
Called a strike on the outer half, 0-1. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. To short, hit hard. Russell's got it. Zobrist back to Rizzo, and they get out of it here. A double play to retire the side. Friars forced to settle for just the 1. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. It's the Cubs 4 and the Padres 1. Robbie Erlin is going to come on and make an appearance here, though I suspect even he couldn't have predicted he'd be taking over in just the 4th inning. Miguel Montero will dig in, 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
Miguel Montero.
Not his best effort that time. It's strike 1. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1.
Yeah, he just chased out of the zone on that first pitch. This time he started to, but he wisely pulled it back.
Breaking ball snaps in there for a called strike 2.
So tough to hang in there on that pitch, but you got to do it. You can't give up that inside corner, or this guy will eat you alive.
Oh, and he just carves him up there on 4 pitches, 1 gone.
Now, I know my job here is to be an analyst and to try and add some insight to what's happening on the field, but folks, words cannot describe how badly he got pulled on that pitch. I'm not even going to try.
Here's Dexter Fowler now. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. High in the air and deep to left center field. Back goes Upton Jr., but he won't get there as it lands just shy of the wall. And he'll cruise into the bag at second with a 1-out double.
Well, the average is clearly not where he wants it to be, but you wouldn't know it by that swing right there. Pitch selection has been a problem for him, but this is right out over the plate. And this might help him get back into a positive state of mind.
Here's Jason Hayward now. And that misses, ball 1. Tough spot here for a left-handed hitter, facing a guy that's exceptionally tough on lefties.
Yeah, you generally get so many at-bats against right-handed pitching. Now you're in a good RBI spot, and you're stuck facing a guy like this.
Hard hit ball to second. Perella on the grass, in time to first, and there are 2 away.
All right, now you're looking at no way for them to manufacture a run, really. There's a guy on third now, but 2 outs. That really wasn't all that helpful.
Settling in now, Chris Bryant. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
I can't imagine they're going to give him anything to hit this time around.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Takes a pitch high and away for ball 1. 4-1 our score as we play inning number 4. Lofted in the air out to right field. On the move is Kemp. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 1 left for the Cubs as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. John Jay heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
Travis Wood is going to take over here in inning number 5 as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep them in the game here. Leading off the inning, John Jay, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Fowler has a read on it, makes the play, 1 away.
He's just trying to get a fastball in there to start the inning. The ball winds up getting hit pretty well, but not well enough to do any damage. It's a 1-pitch out.
Alexi Ramirez will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time and then a base hit last time around. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
Well, you get the sense that what they need is one big hit from anybody in the lineup. If they could get one, it could get them right back in this game because right now they just seem out of it.
5th inning here in a 4-1 ball game. And that one cut a little too much, a ball and a strike. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Bryant is there. And he makes the catch for the second out.
And I don't think he got quite as much of that one as he would have liked. He got it up on the handle a little bit, and as a result, this becomes a routiner out there in left field.
Matt Kemp will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far.
Yeah, putting the ball in play, sometimes that's half the battle.
Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. 1 run, 5 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Padres. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. They trail it 4-1. Striding into the box, Anthony Rizzo. He scored after reaching on a walk in his first at-bat.
Rizzo.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Fouled back. Looks like double-barreled action now in the San Diego bullpen as they get a lefty and a right-hander up to throw. And he falls behind 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Boy. And in the first 2 games of this series, he's already struck out a total of 4 times now. You get to where you just hate taking that walk back to the dugout. I'll tell you, it's a very frustrating feeling.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. Tap fouled at home plate. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes.
Tonight, borderline calls, you got to be swinging.
The 0-2 home. Too high. 1-2.
And I think that might have been a little bit of a purpose pitch right there up in the zone. Now I think he's going to come back down with something to try to get that strikeout.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
And you could pretty much follow the thought process here on Swing Track. He's getting ready for the fastball in 1-2, but they give him something off speed, and he was way too early on that swing.
Here's Javier Baez. As he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball. 1-0. Not close. It's 2-0. Three and 0 now. Pitching him pretty careful here, wouldn't you say?
Well, it's possible to be too careful. I mean, this is not a Silver Slugger award winner up there. You want this guy to hit the ball and put it in play.
Got to find the strike zone. Here's the 3-0. Oh, and a little bit over anxious there as he swings at a 3-0 pitch in the dirt, and it's 3-1 now.
Boy, when he's got that thing going good, it just takes a nosedive right at the end.
Here's a swing and a miss at the off-speed pitch. It's a full count now, 3-2.
Boy, he hasn't thrown him a strike yet, and yet the count's 3-2.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Back with more from Wrigleyville right after this. Brett Wallace will stand in to lead off the inning. Middle third of the lineup, 4, 5, and 6 as they try to get something going.
And this whole lineup's been pretty quiet all game long. Just the 1 run. That's it.
Woods ready. First pitch on the way. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
And you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
Hit out towards second. Zobrist is there. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Now batting, the first baseman, Yangervis Solarte.
Yangervis Solarte will stand in here. 0 for 2 with a run scored so far. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Credit where credit's due. This guy's done a good job out of the bullpen.
No question. He's been able to hold that lead, and these guys really haven't threatened him at all.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Now the 0-2 pitch. Chopped toward the second baseman. Barehanded by Zobrist. It's there. He got him.
Woo, no problem. And you know, sometimes these guys make it look so easy, we forget how difficult it is to make a play like that. Not only did he barehand this ball, but he also made a sweet throw on the run over to first base. So often you'll see a guy airmail or short hop a throw like that because of the bad grip you have on the ball. But not in this case. That's a nice play.
The catcher, Derek Norris, is in. As he's first pitch swinging here, and this is on the ground toward the hole. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Some guys, you almost do him a favor if you pitch away from him. Here, he's just doing what he does best. Great balance here. Good swing path, and he drives it the other way.
Stepping in now, Melvin Upton Jr. as he swings and hits this one foul off to the right and out of play. 6th inning. 4-1 is our score. Fastball called for strike 2.
Yeah, and this really is his 1-2 punch. He's got both the two-seamer and the cutter in his arsenal, so they're fairly similar pitches except for the fact that one works its way in, the other one works its way out. Very effective, especially when you double up and throw one off the other.
Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2. Ball 2.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
1 run, 6 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Padres. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Padres leave 1, and this is still a 4-1 ball game. Addison Russell will stand in now to lead things up against a guy who's definitely in a groove out there.
Yeah, he struck out the side his last time through, and they've got to do something to get this guy out of the role that he's been on.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1.
Right now, they'd be lucky to just put one in play.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1, here it comes. And a curveball's by him that time as he falls behind now 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Set to deal on 2-2. And that's taken high for a ball. It's full now, 3-2.
Yeah, and that's not the pitch you want to throw on 2-2. I mean, that was so high, he didn't even have to think about swinging at it.
And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th.
The pitcher, number 37, Travis Wood.
Travis Wood will come on as he's newly into the ball game, getting his first plate appearance now here in the 6th. He's set, and the pitch. And there he goes towards second. Pitch misses low. The throw down. Not in time as he steals second.
Boy, I think he's pretty lucky to get in there safely on this play. It's a decent jump, but I think a good throw might nail him down there. Instead, you see it's wide of the mark, off to the shortstop side of the base, and he's able to beat that tag to get in safely.
Here comes the 1-0. And he'll try to get that runner to third, but this one gets fouled. Both teams with 6 hits so far. And he pops up the bunt attempt. Wallace is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Well, of course, one of the cardinal rules of bunting, you have to try to bunt a strike. Here he just sort of jabs at this thing, pops it up, and this essentially becomes a wasted at-bat.
Here's the catcher now, Miguel Montero. Fly ball out toward left center field. Upton on the run. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and hit for third. And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning.
Yeah, this will get the runner up to third with 2 away, but it looked like it might have had a chance to get down initially. Good job to run it down out there in the alley.
Dexter Fowler will dig in. He doubled his last time.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. Line toward the alley in left center. That gets down, and the inning will continue. And the run is in to score from third, make it 5-1.
Well, nothing will put a smile on your manager's face quite like a 2-out RBI. Well, things weren't looking good. He looked like he was going to get stranded out there, but he comes through to drive him home.
Jason Hayward steps in to try and keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single.
And that's a nice job right there to drive in the run by the last guy, and it can definitely fire up a team when someone comes through big time with 2 outs.
Swing and a little tapper. Foul ball, however, strike 1. Now a snap throw to first. A dive, but he's back.
Got a pretty good lead right there.
2 out with the man at first. Sets the target low here, and it misses 1-1.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. You don't want to give this guy something where he can just roll over a ground ball and still get it into right field.
Now we'll snap one off over to the bag. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely.
Just checking.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Everything away here, and with pretty good reason.
Yeah, they'll say, left field, it's all yours. You want to beat us that way? Go ahead and do it.
And he'll step off and fire to the bag. And a dive, but he's back in there.
Just keeping an eye on him.
Started to chase that time, but then he wisely holds off for ball 3.
You know, sometimes when you're thinking fastball, you try to get moving just a little bit early. And that's a good job of recognizing off speed and then holding back on the swing.
Three 1 is a fastball, and he can't connect. 3-2.
And now 3-2, 2 out. He'll be helped by the fact that that runner will get a head start out there.
And he'll snap one over to first. Runner back safely.
Simple throw over there.
Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Full count here. Here comes the pitch. And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
Left fielder,
Chris Bryant is set to take some more swings. He homered back in the 3rd inning. There's a first pitch curveball trying to come back to the outside corner. Didn't get it that time. It's ball 1.
That man's got to be thinking, enough with the walks. Can't anybody throw a strike?
2 down, runners at first and second. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. Missed with the curveball there, and he falls behind at 2-1.
You know what? He's starting to skate on some thin ice here, and sooner or later, he's going to have to challenge him.
Looking to minimize the damage here. And, ooh, he's really given some leeway on the outside edge here. 2-2 now. Line drive to left. And that's in there. Base hit. Around third and being waved on home. And he is safe at the plate as they open things further to 6-1 now.
And boy, if these guys turned things around from 24 hours ago. Remember, last night, they couldn't do anything. Wound up getting shut out. Tonight, a much, much different story.
Anthony Rizzo steps into the box, and we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home in the inning so far.
Well, this could be a huge inning or maybe the end of the inning. This is a pivotal at-bat in one of the turning points of this ball game right here.
Ball hit high and foul down the left field line. It's strike 1. Two men are on with 2 men out. And he misses with it, 1-1.
His pitch count is really spiked here in the inning. He's up over 50 already.
A little bouncer, but it gets fouled. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
Yeah, he keeps trying to force that curveball, and it's just not working for him right now.
He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away. EK, where are you going now on 3-2?
I still got to work a corner. Not just going to throw it right down the middle and grab a strike. Can't be a giveaway pitch.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Full count. Here it comes. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Another good inning for the Cubs here, and you don't need me to tell you that these folks don't need much of a reason to have a good time. On to the back third tonight. Stick around on the show. Welcome back here to the historic friendly confines of Wrigley Field. Getting set for the 7th now with the Cubs out in front, and before the inning gets underway, let's get a look at our game summary to this point. Jose Pirela will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so with the same pitcher still out there. Seems he's earned himself another inning.
I think that's a definite vote of confidence, but he's done a nice job since coming in, so you might as well ride that hot hand.
And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit.
Oh, that's what you call getting in tight with the fastball.
This is skied into short left center. On the move is Fowler. 1 out.
Pretty good work out of the bullpen, as you see there. He got called in much earlier than I'm sure he expected, but he's given him a real lift so far.
Will Myers will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 4, Will Myers.
And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. One out, nobody on. Chop foul right at home plate. Wood has his target. Here it is on 0-2. And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th.
Well, not official yet, but it's starting to look like a formality now that this winning streak is going to come to an end at 5 games.
John Jay will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far.
Yeah, guys, not really providing the spark that they usually hope to get out of him. Maybe he can make something happen right here.
The windup and the 0-1. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. The 0-2 delivery. Boy, tough to lay off, but he's glad he did. It's 1-2 now.
And that's a good spot for that fastball on 0-2. That couldn't have been an easy take.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. 2 out, nobody on. And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning. Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. Padres down in order. They trail 6-1. Carlos Villanueva will get the ball now as he'll take over on the mound to start the home 7th.
Carlos Villanueva.
Ben Zobrist will stand in here. He's 0 for 2 with a sacrifice to this point. Very weakly on the ground. That rolls foul for strike 1. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit. Fastball swung on and grounded out towards second. Perella is there, throws in time, and that's out number 1.
We showed you his numbers a minute ago. It's still early in the season to be worrying too much, but he's definitely off to a slow start, so he's going to need to string together a few good outings to lower that ERA a little bit.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Javier Baez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Righty against righty as this is taken for a ball. It's 1-0. Swing and a miss for strike 1.
Yeah, when that's upstairs like that, that's a pitch you've got to leave alone and make him bring something down.
And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. To 2-2 now.
He showed him that slider running away 2 times in a row. Now might be a good time to call on that 2-seamer running in.
And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2. And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game.
Ouch. That's a rough night at the ballpark here. 3rd strikeout. One thing you can't do, though, you can't go into that dugout hanging your head. You got to think, hey, it's over. I'll get another shot to redeem myself. Whether that's tonight or sometime in the future, that's the attitude you have to have.
Here's Addison Russell as he'll come up empty there as he misses the off-speed pitch for strike 1. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. And a slider swung on and missed, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They lead it 6-1. Alexi Ramirez comes to the plate, and he'll start us off in the 8th.
Well, you're facing a pretty big deficit in this game, so they need to start clawing their way back.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. Well, that pitch isn't going to light up the radar gun, but it's been effective.
Well, it doesn't have to. If you get that good movement and put it in the right spot, it's plenty good enough to do the job.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
And this is where a guy who's been around a long time knows, hey, we're not going to make up the difference with just one swing. It's going to take base runners. So that's a good job of being really patient at the plate.
Wood gets the sign. 2-1 on its way. Line hard into left. Bryant has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1. 8th inning now from Wrigley. Cubs lead in front of their home faithful as you get a look at the line score to see how we got to this point. Matt Kemp gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
And you know what, guys? I have been really impressed so far. Not only has he used his fastball well, but he's also spotted it well. I mean, that is perfect location right on the knees.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And that one cut a little too much. A ball and a strike.
Well, you know, if there's anybody in this lineup capable of getting a rally started, this is the guy right here.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. One and two. Here it comes. Ripped down the first base line. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, third baseman, Brett Wallace.
Brett Wallace will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1.
You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
Chopped down the first baseline, but it's a foul ball, says the first base umpire. The pitch. High in the air and deep to straightaway left. Bryant going back on it. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire. Remains 5. The bottom of the 8th inning. Kyle Schwarber is going to grab a bat here as he looks to try to set the... First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. This man out for a second inning of work, and why not? He set him down 1-2-3 the last time around.
Right, and with 2 strikeouts mixed in there as well. Just let him keep going.
Oh, and he had him guessing there, and it's a ball and a strike.
Yeah, just really jumping out at that last pitch. He had him thinking fastball, maybe even slider.
1-2.
Yeah, sometimes you give a power hitter like this a fastball at eye level here. It seems to fit the pattern, but you better not get too predictable out there. Guys will catch on quick.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
And this is a nice job so far out of that number 8 hole. Taking some pitches, trying to get on, leading off the inning.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. High in the air into shallow left center. Calling for it, Jay. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
And this is all about taking charge out there. That's the center fielder's ball if he can get there. So he calls everybody off, and he makes the play easily.
Miguel Montero stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. One out, nobody on. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. He's thrown a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
That misses, and we're even at 2-2. Still 2-2. Here's the pitch on 2-2. Oh, and they pulled a string on a good changeup there as he swings and misses, and he's set down on strikes for the second time tonight.
The center fielder, number 24,
Dexter Fowler. Ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that third hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
First pitch on its way. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Two and two now with 2 away and the base is empty. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. Cubs are down in order. They hold on to their 6-1 lead. Back here in Chicago with a great view of downtown as we're set here to start the 9th inning from Wrigley Field. Hector Rondon will come on here. Not a save situation, but he'll try to close it out nonetheless.
Hector Rondon.
Kicking off the top of the 9th, Yangervis Solarte, and they'll need him to get something going here.
And so far in this ballgame, he hasn't even been on base yet, so we'll see if he can make an adjustment here.
Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. A good tailing fastball for a strike, 1-1. Rondon looks in. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Little dribbler back at him. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. A reminder that full highlights come your way as we'll look back at the key moments of the matchup from here in Chicago. Derek Norris ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1. And there's ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Had nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. Squared that one up just a little late. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And he missed with it here, so now it's a full count, 3-2. Melvin Upton Jr. will be next. Good battle continues as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count remains 3-2. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. On towards second is Norris. And he is into second with a double, his 3rd hit of the night.
Up next for the Padres.
And this has been a team struggling to get any offense going, so they needed this. In fact, this is just their first extra base hit of the night so far, so they need to make something come of it.
Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. In now, Melvin Upton Jr. as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. 1 out and a runner on second base. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
That thing's coming in there hot. 96 miles an hour.
Chopped foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2.
A classic strikeout pitch there on 0-2. It's one he loves going to, but great recognition there at the plate to lay off.
Runner at second here with 1 man out. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2. On the ground to the left side. Baez fields it cleanly, Throw on to first, and the Padres are down to their final out now.
Up next for the Padres, second baseman,
Jose Perella makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the 9th inning.
That's not looking too good for him anymore, but you know what? There's no clock in this sport, and that's for good reason. You've got to fight.
Bryant is there, makes the catch, and the ball game is over.
Yeah, and you know this home crowd is going to get to drive home happy as their guys come through with a very good win.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. Well, a pretty good offensive show of force in this one. Probably at least a couple of players deserving. But, gentlemen, let's go ahead and give this man the nod as our top player of the game.
Well, he winds up with 3/4 of the cycle. Couldn't quite squeeze in the triple, but that's all right. He definitely did enough to earn himself the hardware.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Cubs win this one 6-1. Good night from Chicago.
Here now is the final line score tonight. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs, 6 runs, 8 hits, 2 errors. They left 7 men on base. For the Padres, 1 run, 7 hits, no errors. One block east of Wrigley Field. Northbound passengers are asked to board at the Sheridan station. Post-game bus service will also be available on the 8 Halstead, 22 Clark, 152 Addison, and the 154 Wrigley Field Express routes.